In Russia, a floral tribute to opposition leader Alexey Navalny has been destroyed. Flowers laid in St Petersburg at the monument to victims of political repression were removed by unidentified people overnight. Other tributes are also reported to have been destroyed. Police arrested Russians trying to mourn in cities nationwide. Prison officials say Navalny died from what they call sudden death syndrome in an Arctic penal colony on Friday. Let's get the latest now from our correspondent, Yulia Shapovalova, in Moscow. So, Yulia, what's the latest on the investigation?
Well, just on Saturday, the family of Alexey Navalny and his mother, Lyudmila, unsuccessfully tried to find the body of Alexei, who, as you mentioned, died in a colony in the village of Harp, some 50 kilometers into the Arctic Circle. His family members haven't still received his body. Authorities say they need to make an autopsy to shed light on the causes of his death, and no one knows how long it may take. The authorities say probably up to 30 days. And actually now we're getting reports from some opposition sources, not from the state media, that Navalny's body is in the morgue of a clinical hospital in the Salihard district. Previously, there was absolutely no information about the whereabouts of his body. And they say that some bruises were found on the body of Navalny, presumably associated with seizures. The publication hints as well that the nerve agent Novichok could have played a role in the death of Alexey Navalny. So obviously, according to Navalny himself, his team and a number of experts, in 2020, he was poisoned by that nerve agent on a domestic flight here in Russia, and then he was treated in Germany. So the team of experts, the team of Russian experts, has arrived to the place to examine his body right now. So hopefully we'll hear more about the results soon.
And Yulia, the protests, they coming down today?
Well, that's right. In cities throughout Russia, some people continue to bring flowers in memory of Alexey Navalny to the memorials of the repressed. But today we see fewer people compared to the previous 3 days, as you noted. The US and British ambassadors to Russia laid flowers here in Moscow at the Solovetsky Stone. It's a monument to political repression that has become one of the main places where Navalny's supporters continue to lay flowers. US Ambassador Lynn Tracy has said that Navalny's strength was an inspiring example and that her country mourns his death. Also, according to various sources, over the past 3 days, the police have detained around 400 people in more than a dozen cities who took part in spontaneous events in memory of Navalny or simply tried to lay flowers. Some of those spontaneous memorials have been destroyed and all the flowers and candles thrown away. Other memorials have been cordoned off and people are simply not allowed to pay their respects. So with this very strict approach to any expression of public activity, as well as general crackdown on dissent, it's highly unlikely to expect the ramp up of any sort of protest movement in Russia, something that authorities and, to be honest, most of the population actually welcome.
All right, we'll leave it there. Thanks so much, Yulia Shapovalova.